Another South African star has fallen. Jazz singer Gloria Bosman died yesterday, aged 50. Tributes continue to pour in for the acclaimed two-time Summer Award winner. At the time of her death, Bosman was also a SAMRO member. Slindelo Masikane has more on the story and joins us. Good morning, Slindelo. Most certainly a dark cloud has fallen over South Africa, not just the music industry. What has been, though, the reaction from industry colleagues?
Well, Mfundo, tributes are pouring in for Gloria Bosman, who we know was a renowned jazz musician. Her versatility just lauded by her industry peers. And throughout the morning, we will be getting reaction from those who worked closely with her, from those who loved her music, and of course from South Africans, of course, who are quite saddened as well by the loss of Gloria Bosman. But now I am joined by the SAMRO board chairperson, Nicholas Mabweni. Thank you so much for your time this morning. I know that Ms. Bosman had actually just been appointed as a non-executive board member of the organization. Perhaps your reaction as the board chairperson and, of course, the loss for the industry.
So at onset, I certainly want to convey our condolences to not just to the SAMRO members, to Gloria's fans and supporters, and most importantly to the family. I know on our side as the board of SAMRO, we were all distraught and we're very saddened by this. It's an untimely death of Gloria. And one of the most exciting things I remember was on the 2nd of March when we had a board meeting. And there was Gloria, excited, and she was contributing and made it so interesting that it looked as if she's been a board member with SAMRO for a long time. She was quite familiar with the issues that were being discussed. We all, after the board meeting, had a luncheon, and nobody thought that this was our last sort of engagement with her. When Gloria was appointed last year in December, one of the things that the members, particularly at SAMRO, were looking for a woman who really was going to bring humility, and a woman who was not going to have this self-pity. And that's Gloria. She didn't have any self-pity. But gosh, she was very firm and she was very direct when she dealt with the issues, particularly with some of the colleagues. And she will sorely be missed. We do feel we were being somehow, I guess nature does this, we feel robbed of this wonderful life. She was looking forward to contribute to the organization.
Mr. Mabweni, maybe then talk to me about the legacy she leaves behind, what young artists, young jazz artists can learn from the life that she led.
One important thing that I remember, I mean, before she joined, I took her out for breakfast, and a couple of things that I know and that I know Gloria stood for was to be authentic. And Gloria was very authentic, particularly when it came to her music. She didn't want to mimic anybody. And I guess many young artists, if they've seen what the international market is looking for, they're looking what is proudly South African. There she was. She sang one of the most amazing songs. You know, she did Afrikaans songs, by the way. Her repertoire includes 2 Afrikaans songs. So she crossed across the different racial boundaries. I mean, she studied opera at the Technikon Pretoria. And she did Amakwati, which was obviously paying a tribute to herself. And I really think at the age of 50, she had so much to offer, particularly to many young people. She was at that stage where you could see she wants to now give back. And that was the reason why she came and served at SAMRO.
And of course, a major loss for the music industry in its entirety, Mr. Mabweni.
It is not just, I mean, I mentioned this when I visited the family yesterday, and I said, they must forgive us. We know this is a big loss for the family, but also on our side, we feel this is a huge loss for us as an organization, and also as a country. And also somehow we've got to really do this introspection and find out, why do we start waking up during this time when our members have passed on and everybody makes the whole big hoo-ha, and when they were there we never gave them the flowers, we never celebrated them. It's something that I think as a society, as a nation, we certainly need to reflect on this one.
And probably lastly, Mr. Maweni, what you want South Africans to remember most fondly about her, and what you'll remember about her as well.
I will always remember Gloria as a compassionate composer, as a person who had humility. I guess, when she was hanging around with Mamusbongile Khumalo, she certainly brought that gravitas, because we're looking for that. And she was very empathetic about most of the issues, and particularly for fellow composers in the industry. And that's what I'll remember about her.
Thank you so much for your
Thank
time.
you.
All right, that is Mr. Nicholas Maweni, the SAMRO board chairperson, just giving us his reflections on the life of Miss Gloria Bosman.
All right, Slindelo, thank you very much for that. That's senior reporter Slindelo Masikane.